Ninja sukutu kaninya kasani kuminya. Ediye remuta mayena sasuota atuse. Omanu sebeyeyo, omanu seriyeyo. Eya seta ose, omafo braneche. Omanu sebeyeyo, omanu seriyeyo. Eya seta ose, omafo braneche.
Needs FM. What's yet the Torchlight Jumedie and with Needs 100.9.
Jamagana Fonina Akwaba and then Yumri Edeba at your Torchlight, so we need 100.9. Get the Torchlight, ya the bro, a Benada and Yawadebia. And Yumre, a Brian Cassabana Bra, you know, so copy himself non Coronababa Pemu. Na ya Gia, ye be ya man yourself. Ye be do a mind moon como, ye babe to a jane, ye be sasso mino, ye de quahe, is 7 better one in any a cabby. ye kan so ana ye nti ase ewo mu ne se me ehwo ne me problem se bibi ba beto ho na se ye kan ye no ye nti ase a ewo mu ne sen because obia befa eye the data no de aye analysis asem bi ba beto ho a obia beka ne se de ote ase efa but ana ye bisa say what are the real facts bibi esia what are the real facts aya wutiminya the understanding of the available facts and no betimi inform me with decision ewo eye adwenkyere bi abekere e de afa bibi ho ana when nyina ne yensem omamu no e se yetena se na yetimi eka na yeka ne yie na nyese de bia na meka nana yaw sanita no ne ka na so magere de man of gullibility. Yes, gullibility in the Adebia American. And yes, Adebia BBC na we saw ne ha na wati bi no was soon swine or de call. Na we saw the hand was soon swine or de call. No, esime soon swine for no de call. And yes, I say, ye no. Yentena senior the better understanding of national issues, sir. Aya na ye ye interest. Aye ni idiotry. Midi de Magjerio say Ajaman. Bido BBS. So wakame only the torchlight. Yeah, the bread with it 100.9. And then one series of interviews, sir, me ba beye. And ya so to Rasha Begani, Dr. Dixon Adomaku Kisi. Honorable Dr. Dixon Adomaku Kisi, and no bebe fia. Or yam Rasha Begani, ewo enya so to ye bebo enya so to men komo. Inti ene honorable bebaha. Me wa a coalition of youth organizers. Yeka coalition of youth organizers are CPP 4 ka ho ene yeka se eboso kra no wote CPP ka ho GCPP ka ho APC eka ho bi PNC eka ho PPP wamo so ka ho samanyokofo yi na ka bomu a wamo youth organizers wamo ka ho ho abom aye from a coalition of national youth organizers nane me wo eye wo mo representative wa ha wo mo ye press conference enra so be kan wo ho a electoral commission ogusu wa hyehyɛ mra de akoto Ghana mra hyebedwafi a emra no eka eye Ghana card a ye de be ye continuous registration eno na amanyokuofo yi mabunum don frɛfo aka wo ho abom aye press conference de ensem no entiase a wo mo wo de aba be kan wo mo ade wo mo voice said abroni be kan no wo maka ama eye abaso you can say abaso ba emeja paye aboso ba ena emeja epai winu aboso ba aha se wo paija na wode eye aboso no wo ho na wode eye ebi wa yetimi sene edua bi ano mfiamfia bi sa na de si eja no mu na wode eye edua na so kakra de aboso na ha enu na emeja paye nti emranti omaka omo ho abom de wo ma no ato mu bi yenti a wo mo sususu say they are in support eye Ghana card a isi de be continuous registration ye ba be di hu komo e wo fia ha na adwubre na Ali Suraj ya former organizer MPP USA na oyobia belong to the MPP ene Ali Suraj so bebe fia ha na enkomo bi wo ho a yene no eba bebo ene enwumre efa wo mo party MPP ho eti fully packed as usual midi the Mark Jerry say Ajimana Pius Bedu Bansen Nawomi Obenwa ena Abdullahi Dasmani womo de bo mi chido ma yedi chumedie ye de Ebro Dr. Father Dixon na ono na ye executive producer fully supported by the general manager Kennedy Asantio say ena eye Kwesi Aboaje the darling bo na emi supervisor ene obi bia so awo shema woda pa bia no ne ameka ne se Nyankopon enhyira wo bia nyame de adom me no ma obi Nyankopon kan ho na eye obi bia wo take you time mpo e de wo shema woda pa nyame nhyira papa se monso mo kai munia bema OSEI AGYEMANG ewa ha yendi komo no so na papa onsima na dunsia mewo eye mark awusi ako ewa ha oye the national youth organizer edema eye People's National Convention PNC. Mark, my namesake, Bemo Akwaba.
Munia, Major so.
Eti say,
Oba dia dum ni ahwe yi nko.
Hey, na PNC no ma ko yie de.
Ana de bia meka se political party bia na nsensem wom. Em say no ase na nanse eti an say Ashanti region, one of the constituencies.
Yeah.
Mabuna wo NDC amanyokuo no mu. Abo enwonye mabi so ama won ma ye kakra. Ana northern region so am say omo chairman na wu Nyankopon fa ne currency yi. Wono mo so eyesen ko.
Omo chairman wu omudi areho na ho so no amasan ko sisi.
Sabepepe ohonso niema asisi omo kire se anka omo acting vice, which is the vice chair na ko be acting chairman in the demise of the regional chairman no. E didn't be see there so man atu adwuma no so no. Omo so mo ntiase ama ensem bebiri na sisi wo. Enti no, if you look across the political divide there, in fact, confusion is all baby. It's about how you are able to manage the situation.
It's not just PNC and peculiar, some more confusion.
Oh, it is not peculiar. PNC is never peculiar. We have issues.
But I know about PNC come back and say my major but and then the focal area. Coalition of National Youth Organizers. Mo ya him for.
Ma memfa akwanya sunchia etiefo. Menim say Nit FM and the Despite Media Group, Juma Kessia Pa Boagana, and Puntu, and Yakabam Kebia Memono. In fact, say nye media na, Sebin Previous and Kagana for Bibria, on Casacoranya do be a better. And so it's an Juma Din and a modern Bamo Bonti. No Casa ne do a chichi, and also and a mat memophone good information as to how they can live their life so that we can all together move the democracy we are pushing forward. Coalition of National Youth Organizers, Mabundom frefo a war PNC, DPP, DPP, APC, and GCPP, my political parties enum ye nyina efiri nkroma party nimu and the buy. And yakan yahuma boom. Study the political terrain in Ghana.
Yeah.
It has always been the NDC and then the MPP. And if you look at the PNC, the CPP now, there is a fragmented front. And they've been trying their best. We, the youth organizers of these parties, have decided to say better together. Now, you're championing what we call the youthful agenda.
Okay. The
well-being, the welfare, the development, and the empowerment of the youth. That is why we are there. The thing is, the NDC youth wing, they speak or talk for a group of people. MPP youth wing, they speak or talk for a group of people. The NDC for youth wing say you now left, MPP so there will be a confusion. And that is why we, as Coalition of National Youth Organizers, are Babon. Say, look, we are in not to champion our personal interest or to push our personal agenda, but it's about the betterment of the Ghanaian youth. Say you bet me na abwa na yet me any voice among the voiceless. Of course, we have the other political parties also a champion youth agenda. But what we are saying is that we have become a mouthpiece for the voiceless, and that is the youth of this country. That is why the Coalition of National Youth Organizers.
And this decided on when involved with the youth organizers of the Yabeka said the biggest political parties Nana.
Well, from and now one more because of some peculiar issues.
Issues like what?
Say the MPP National Youth Organizer, a coalition. Let's say the Oman Sinko ye. No inflation kwa na kosro. No fuel boa and a yedding. No nyane bon so yedding. Coalition of National Youth Organizers, who sa same way as a national issue. A quotidian memo for especially the Ghanaian youth. You can't want someone Ebiana can call MPP in it. And now to say, yes, you just opposite the performance of the MPP and the NDC. Me, I can say NDC in so pension. One moment, me, more than for baby. NDC was not here, and but you see, we have freedom of association. Young for so be a sombra.
Okay.
Your pen and Waba. We have invited them to come. The NDC, which is led by the National Youth Organizer,
Oparado.
We through Ezali. We've done a lot of things with him. Tama yentia levy yentia demonstration. There have been series of things that that doesn't mean sir, their absence in the coalition doesn't make us fit for purpose. We have invited them. We are yet to see them coming so that we inaugurate them to be part and parcel of the coalition of
but
national
we because momo opposition na ebia momu bi ma ben mu da bi so dia ba ben mu kra no so a chere yie pa ne nti e na momanya hodin we dey form the coalition at the moment say momanyoko bi ba bi di oman no so abo say mo be disgruntled mo coalition nyina adwakra ne ho bi
and nti mo say sometimes we agree to disagree. And no coalition of national youth organizers, a person can Ghana for union youth media, especially the NDC and the MPP. When we talk about development of Ghana, NDC MPP they all have different and divergent views. But at the end of the day, McJerry, we should look at what will better the interest of the Ghanaian people.
Okay.
Yes, I say every Accra, Eko Kumase. The objective then say Yakwan Omanako Kumase. Kwambe first so ayano. Yendi can tabo and yendi can contractor. We sit down to Jojo. We sit down to discuss. We sit down to make our views very open to each and every one of us. We agree and then we move forward. That is the only way we can build Ghana. If you go to the United States of America, I've not been there before anyway. When it is time for them to do their politics, they do it. But when we are, they come together to push the flag of America. And that is what Ghana is supposed to do. So coalition of national youth organizers are bent on doing certain that at the end of the day, irrespective of your divergent views, and they say they see for Hunyamano, the baby Shemwa, Mayagyan Kobenkrum, Yanina Kayagyan Boom, said they buy a dream of them trim, and the double trim, and the dominant bemetrim, your Kambumwa, near year for him, near the Kamba Bay near the account, near to Miachi mine. I'm in Chirima, and that is why coalition of national youth organizers exist.
Okay. Now, how you need 100.9, you're a representative of Coalition of National Youth Organizers, which includes CPP, PNC, PPP, GCPP, and PPP. Okay. One more, and I know what in common. More the manual to me is saw the Ghana card year continuous registration. I did tell my Adam voice, is in a baby chidemo, Emrano so parliament. I did tell my Adam voice.
Naminchia OSEI Kufiakwa, the General Secretary of the Coalition of Youth Organizers. Naminchia Minabema Faisal, the Vice President. Jude Bama, he's the GCPP National Youth Organizer, and also an research officer. In fact, researcher, you know. Don't want Minabema Jude Bama, and because he's a research officer for the coalition. And Naminchia Hassan. Hassan, an organizer. In fact, and no press conference, you could cheat Cobrema, or no net, she be beer, and my Quenya, Minia Bema, was a Kufiaka comrade, it's Mabacasa. Electoral Commission, a barbon, not officially no marbon, cinema Macasai. Tell Obaba continuous registration. From now to 2024.
Oh, Cas official, what does it mean? Macasa or Maca?
Say Obaba continuous registration.
Oh, yes.
Mama date.
One more date.
Thank you.
Aha.
Thank you.
One more date.
So,
but Emrano and Omodiako Parliament. Okay, it's our point.
So officially, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
One more date, continue registration.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
And you know, sir, you hear Electoral Commission, Juma Omudia. Menunina Betia says, we cannot leave ourselves as political parties to contest on a platform, any referee also. And that is why we have the Electoral Commission. So, Omo and Timjini. And I'm Tim Jennifer and from other political parties. They have what we call the IPAC, and that is where we meet to have discussions with regards to electoral reforms, how to move forward, how to do changes. We cannot also forget about the fact that Emira Yeshaya in 1992, democracy has we've been through a series of elections. Now, so here, Electoral Commission, you must show one more the free Ura Farijan, the pencil, a baby sin now. You have a lot of reforms in Sakraye, our electoral body. No, Kaneno, Nanka, Upeja ID card, you would deem one also. There is no picture. A do baby no, the picture head and ever become picture the become black and white. You call your name no, ya the colored picture ever become. After do baby, now I was here the biometrics, fingerprint. And then facial identification, and then the colored photograph to voter register. No so. And then so one more kotuaba. na ya ne yakokoshe kona kokoshe kukwam ni ato ni apie eduru baabi omso moma yan sisan yen sakra mu no enne e de be si abonten na obi ato. So these are the various reforms Electoral Commission aboa through IPAC ameyetumi aye. Now if you look at Article 45 of the Ghana's Constitution, it is very explicit. Na ochire niam ba ku mienu bi. Na ochire ne say the Electoral Commission shall have the following functions. And niam wa Electoral Commission aye eni. I say they are to compile the register of voters and revise it at such periods as may be determined by law. And the Electoral Commission and a compile voters register. Also and a revise it. Revision no ASABI ya ba bekwa akokoto aba. Thank you. And no any adwuma no. There are other enuma wo, but me person me base me argument no on the first
for the purposes of the discussion.
Exactly, on the A45A. Siaba so in 2006, Parliament passed the National Identification Authority Act. Ghana, here an identity card. I'm a team munibia edinsi ebenya. The reason is say yankasa munu yanshide ni identity card bia kire say magjawi ya Ghana ni ana makawisi akon ya Ghana ni ana ose kofi akwa ya Ghana ni. Lemom no emra the 1992 constitution ebebe betina ase ana ayi adwuma no nyempanifo ni say wo Ghana ha before the inception of the 1992 constitution ebae no so we are American new, so we are UK new, so we are Burkina Faso, we are Ghanaian because we have been able to establish a fact to say we are entering into a democratic rule and into the 1992 constitution. So that is what made a lot of the people who were not even origins of Ghana Ghanaians. After you see birth set, so people go to pick their birth set. People also go to pick other forms of identity. Now, the act now, Parliament, established the National Identification Authority in 2006. No? Actually, say they have a specific role on Mbabe play and almost responsibility. And they say, Mbabe issue National Identity Register. National Identity Register. And now our Act 2008 under Act 750. And what they are to do, and they say, Omobe capture informations of individuals. And that is the work of the National Identification Authority. Magjawi, yes, a bibrum Africa ha. Oko Togo. You cannot enter Togo and access any of their public offices without an identity card. Burkina Faso. You can never enter Burkina Faso and do any transaction within their public office without having an identity card. If you go to Cote d'Ivoire, and I'm baby identity said Quarante. If you go there, they ask you. When you go there, they ask you, do you have an identity card? Sometimes their police even go out to arrest people. Ghana yeni bibiasa. Tiaba yen electoral register no more. In most occasions, no, I have problems at Tabapa and they say, Yaba betuaba. And into moment you compile register. Who is a Ghanaian and who is not a Ghanaian? Nyene 2006, the National Identification Authority Act by and they say there should be an authority like this about compile the details and informations of Ghanaians on a database. And that is why we have currently the National Identification Authority. And the Omu issue Ghana card, Amobia. At least the Ghana card is going to be a form of identity or citizenship for Ghanaians. Electoral Commission said they want to embark on a continuous registration exercise. Majori, for time immemorial, Electoral Commission and shut down your continuous registration exercise there. The Electoral Commission and your continuous registration exercise. Omogagi in 10 days, in 14 days, you can register. You know Dimirika. Giddy as a baby ayera. You know register. When we're talking about a continuous registration exercise, the year can say your office should be open like the National Health Insurance Card of office.
So bet me call you
at any given time.
What's waiting and now open so we didn't quite about to uncrater more.
So what's 18 now? And I'll be caught. If anything, electoral commission for seeing register.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, NIA cards na yikutano. Mraba and say 1 year and 18 years and above. And your mom wakwenya, mama register. Electoral commission say for us to do the continuous registration, there are certain things they want to put in place. Of course, yes, as I'm no parliament, and on IPAC, no, almost also forming a committee. A committee and a after said parliament agree on a name of the cocotomenim no. Near finding solutions and ways of means are near to me registration exercise. No. Ghana, Tiakaso Obinfa identity card and bra, Ed didn't see the beba until say NIA ebem. And the electoral commission said, so open say, you register the electoral commission's database and register no one come with an identity card. And the identity card that Omokan Wasem no is not any identity card, but rather the NIA card. There is a reason why I Tomokasi and use the NIA. Magdari, people are saying say identity for birth set and as a passport income. You can sit in the comfort of your zone or in your home. Pick up your phone. No afraid obi a unim no ewo birth and death registry. So when you birth set. No ayamo. Ada say nipa no so oye Ghana ni. So onya Ghana ni. So oye Togo ni. So oye Burkina Faso. So oye Ivorian. What me send in na ye ne Ghana din ko ade a. Obetimi a registration no ade ama. Do we see that to be a credible and an authentic identity? If anything, a document? Na to so mienu amon for kasa identity yen use yen passport enfanye passport yen fan ka ho
and yes sir
yes yen fan ka ho
as the breeder
Majabi nipa dodo ahe and a what passport oh my God
esa we be on Ghana card so the options are available
no
yeah
sir yeah in February 2012
yes
Honorable Minister Alasan Azon I prepared and I lay before Parliament a regulation, which is the National Identity Register Regulation. That is 2012 LI 2111. Now, near Regulation 7 of the LI 2111, a mandatory use of national identity card. I say mandatory use of national identity card.
Yeah.
7.1 no, I say a national identity card issued to an individual shall be used for the following transactions where identification is required. Where identification is required.
Yeah.
Number 1, registration of voters. Anna, the toss me registration of SIM cards. Let's end the argument there. And nothing I'm saying, telecom industry nika say mumbra na mumba register my SIM cards now. Omanji any other card than the national identification card because they call parliament. And then the coco passes abill no mabayamra. Say for purposes of registration and also for purposes of upgrading our SIM cards, no, we should use the national identification card. Or some say for registration purposes. Electoral Commission is a state institution. Nyamrana SCN say if you want to get onto any of our databases through registration, Article 45 and so the mandate of the Electoral Commission to compile a register and then to do a continuous protest register for us. Regulation 7 of LI 211 7.1 actually said for purposes of transactions, no, where identification is required for voters registration, let us use the national identification card. Magjawi, amount for etu America. Omukoko ye adwuma epre mmoja ni se ombe pesika na omde aden omde green card. That is an identity card for you. Amount for UK. Akoye adwuma press ometimi abomodin anyesika na omde age whatever card that will make you known as, you know,
an identifiable person.
When it comes to Ghana, we don't have anything like that. And Nunti, and your passes are act, no. Say, in 2006, let us create what we call the National Identification
But nobody
Authority.
is disputing the fact that a Ghana card, a form part of the breeder documents, the be registration be. Obi undisputed because it be making reference. I heard of 2020 about to no. Electoral Commission says Sabreno. A Koba say a Ghana card and yet the sole breeder document. And yes, the guarantor system no so ewoho.
Yes.
What about the guarantor system?
It is with the politicians.
Yeah.
And the Electoral Commission problem. Look, the Electoral Commission, see a jump so munyo majuma, ye. It is like the Ghana Police Service. When we leave them to do their work, ye. Guarantor system. Maybe a PNC ni. Many be a MPP ni, NDC ni. So guarantor system. I can go elsewhere outside the jurisdiction of Ghana. Bring people to come and register because we want Crawford on the guarantee ama wonomo. When we are able to do that, or when we succeed in doing that, do we think we can have a credible register? When we have brought people from outside the country to come and do registration and determine for us who should be the president of our country or who should be a member of parliament to serve us in our constituency. We cannot do that. Maybe to say the National Health Insurance Card. A bit free Togo, a bit free Burkina, a bit free Cote d'Ivoire, and a bag Ghana. A bit acquire your National Health Insurance Card. Because they are in nearby countries, you know, they work in to assess our hospital facilities. Near Shomo, free, no matter across no more. But when they go back, they go to work for their country, pay taxes for their country, develop their country.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Kakra na wote anu bebo dede. Akwa bonten, ne kaya ni akokosua nyema. Na wenye kakra sha no ho no, ni agegegege ho taxes. Ne de say sika no akwa build the health infrastructure. No be fi no krum, no baba enjoy. And that is why our health system is suffering. Do you want to do this same thing to the national identification cards? I know better say who magja who you Ghana ni and to pay tax. So you are going to pay a tax. Nipa no no beji card ni bi no. Onu ntua tax okonu krom. Now so mmere so na se baba toaba na president and as a member of parliament take a decision on us. Onu nka ho. Mark, we cannot continue to do this.
Okay.
In a country like Ghana. Look, for us to be able to protect our democracy and then the peace we have been enjoying for all this while, no, we need to allow the Electoral Commission to work in peace. Magjawi, people of the view say, yam makwan nanka yamfa birth set and passport in Engram.
And that's a guarantor system.
And that's a guarantor system. Tebeka ya mere bi atwam. Abranche bi mere finidi. Na I was say registration of the Electoral Commission running registration to compile a register.
Yeah.
Time am yeso mbe no. Na MSNDC the case no court ntino enyam maso. So the man had to go back to baby anu ofiri MSO ofiri US. Emi no buy no ya wi. Ye ba beto aba no. I say no. Our right no. So to aba and it's enshrined in the constitution. That if you are 18 years and of sound mind, dear, you should be able to vote. So we have to go to court. Now court say young conquer register no.
Yeah.
Now omra no to remember to aba. And we did it. Moving forward, Magjawi, will we sit in this country and at any time we'll be able free baby baba no? Or say me Ghana ni because we keep you know, mon conquer register me. And this idea.
Your constitution actually why na ye Ghana.
And no, you see, life is about evolving. Yenyini ko yenim, sabi yenyini ko yechi. And menyin ni se car ebetimi akọ run about musa 5 minutes wa bra on pe baby mfa. Even direction of an cry wrong obetimi afa ho. Yakọ yenim. Oh, abrabum.
Okay.
We cannot sit every day for people to come and tell us, oh, me Ghana ni and ultimate injunction at elections and so. Then say you setting up the National Identification Authority. And no and ID cards to prove our identity or citizenship, whether we like it or not. It has come to stay. If you go to Togo, if you go to Cote d'Ivoire, if you go to Burkina Faso, if you go to the UK and the US, it is there. And a Ghana fonso yababe yebi. I had a parliament. I mean, Ajatum say yababe use Ghana card no as a proof of identity. The Electoral Commission actually say Osha LI 2111 na. I say sa o baba ya registration bia. The only identity card that one be here and na ye National Identification Authority ankasa
Tano ni ye new mrana omode eko no.
Mrana ya sham
LI de na wo kochi.
LI2111 no.
Is it in force anase?
No parliament. No parliament.
Yeah.
Say parliament etimi aboa mo na omo man eba mremu dia. Then we should use the NIA as the only identity card.
Yes.
And we, Coalition of National Youth Organizers, are supporting in the sense that we cannot allow people to come from other jurisdictions of our country to come and determine for us who should be our president.
Okay.
We cannot continue to do that. If other countries, like the Cote d'Ivoire, like the Burkina Faso, our identity card, if you Santini, now me determine who should be their president. And I say determine who should have a voter ID card there. Ghana is no exception.
Okay.
We can equally do same.
Now, Ghana card and also what challenges and a acquisition. Madam for be apply for the premium service. So call when Rasantene pa our headquarters one you say, hey, now premium service in Imponi and look at who go to Yanwajo card no. No what challenges and also what do we do about it? At the end of the year,
but just I can say Madam for be there. Now I'll be tempted to believe so Madam for no when you kakra. About 18 years.
Madam for no. About 18.
About 18 years.
Yes.
But to about 2020.
Honestly speaking, and you're no mumpo na nekwakoye or kwakoye ma ne ba on to abada ne ba na 18 years.
The banana 18 years.
And no university and no here Ghana card. It will apply for the premium service.
Okay.
And no call.
All right. So what we are doing is Electoral Commission. Nyomo Kenya na say we don't speak for the Electoral Commission, but you see, you do some musuko. Aya your own research. So you see something, say something there. Me estimate I'm a citizen of this country, and so whatever I see and whatever my view is, I would have to bring it to bear. Then discuss it. The Electoral Commission is not going to compile any register. They're going to do a continuous registration.
Continuous registration, yeah.
The Ghana Statistical Service survey on my say in every year, about 450,000 young people and in 18 years. If you multiply 450,000 by 4, your registration in 2020, 2024 by 4 years. So if you multiply 450,000 by 4, you get about 1.8 million. There are others are almost unregistered to be part of the Electoral Commission's database. Granted, say omnyina 2 million. NIA and your mom was so register sankrofo no. We are not running away from the fact that there are challenges. Yes, there are challenges. You say how many days? And NIA for a register nipa over 14 million now. Your mom a register Ghana card if anything the voters ID card in 2020. Within a space of time, they were able to do it. Since 2006, I established the National Identification Authority that the amanyosam politics and the political interest. And the DNI Jumadian man and I Jumadi also moody. And objectivity also to carry on because of Yankasa I politicians. But down for no choir or have challenges. Yanka say a China and Yakakotuaba. In the Electoral Commission's political act, you have to be registered 60 days before election. Because I say 2024 mumpo and Yababetuaba, it is somewhere October. So 60 days will be from October somewhere 16th to the 7th of December. Yeah, 60 days. Are we saying, sir, the NIA cannot register 1.8 million or 2 million people from 1st of January 2023 to 31st of December 2023?
I don't understand. I say you to me establish you say NIA a day want to register saying so that we can do the
so who is mandated to do that? Why NMA NIA as an authority eba be gina on so onye say adwuma no. When the chiro mo say on mo nya ABC, it is parliament. Okay. It in your listen, what we are saying is parliament should call NIA. Na mo buso mo. Omo call parliament I think somewhere February this year.
Yeah. This year.
And buso mo nsem. Discussion we yaba, conversation yaba. We expect a parliament be san from. No mo buso mo say if you say mo ba ha no, mo call back no. Adwuma do sen en motuma kwakoye. Cards and a more issue. A man for some mistakes e wo mo card so motuma correct ni nyina. Emberwa sen na wom, embebunu sen na wom, emberwa sen na wom. One more mafiri yesen so that we can get an analysis of all these data and no bet me aboa yen. so that we can have a credible register or a credible continuous limited registration exercise for the Electoral Commission. Now, sir, NIA our difficulties in registering people and now say in giving people their ID cards, we can't put that blame on the Electoral Commission.
Okay.
Because they are all separate institutions. So when a Subian the Juma oye. Magjabi Juma say, the meme banamo, no be chop money or be idea. Men from my phone imbra. Now I say, me din and my number na was that is what the Electoral Commission is looking for. It is a NIA and a Jumanenko year. We expect say Parliament be from. Is it that resources and here? And I said here. So that whatever requisite resources or some of the mom do Majumano.
Okay.
Majuma.
All right. Abusia aye Mark Ewuzi Akon or National Youth Organizer the ma PNC. Aye People's National Convention now or represented we coalition of National Youth Organizers no ye
president.
Hey sir. Our president the ma aye coalition of National Youth Organizers and ordinary woman chain ha ye no ebonko. Mama kan say enya so tuomfo aye mo MP aye Honorable Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi bebacho no so wabafia ha yene no eba bidin koma ebra me ne ye Mark ebewie nti now Mark say ebra na kwa akoto ho mo view efa opposition NDC or mo boycott of IPAC meeting etemo saying coalition of National Youth Organizers
miankasa mene you see in the political space, we are not fighting. Sometimes we talk on air and people think we fight.
Yeah.
But they're quite bunting. Why we sit together and you're a journalist, so you know. NDC take decisions they will not be part of IPAC because of one or two things. To me, Mesere, NDC should rescind on their decision. I'm back to IPAC. Now, Jerry, the Yakoko ball. They are supporters at a stand no more. Now, stakeholders in that particular match now, you could have teams, I was coaches, a co-pack, so near Coco Ballot, near who say pro, no, ye the best here, the other side, and see the best here, oh, that be corner kicks, the babon waha, referee, so obi trap obia, a two for man, Mamba Ben, the moon pejansa, oh, linesman, and so who say, obi across the line now, peja flag. This is where we take decisions with regards to how the elections is going to go. Now, say, who are we the main and the largest opposition political party? ANDC. Can't start discussion no one. At the end of the day, whatever decision we take there, bind. And you see, when we continue to do this, it will not help our democracy. I will beg and plead of the NDC, and also urge the Electoral Commission to do everything possible in their own capacity. Say, the NDC, which is the largest opposition political party, back on board. It is not about our parochial interest. It's not about our individual interest. It is about the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian. Me me ode kurase. Me no be ma obed. Oh no voter region no so pre adwuma kaka so benya bibi adi. Me no be ma sebe onya adwuma ye no so pre no. Yet me a fight for the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian. And that is why I am pleading with the NDC to come back to IPAC so that we can have a fruitful discussion. And yen to kan ye ko you cannot opt out.
Okay.
And find a better position for Ghana as far as our development is concerned.
Okay. Easy performance, I was saying.
In what regards?
Okay, in regards of everything.
Well,
all activities. More IPAC meetings, quite easy for so address no so far more engaging easy this current easy in penny for work we send it to mama.
In fact, none of the Electoral Commissioners are about Ghana, about Baye Juma, about Ghana for any political parties. Anyone, Ghana politicians, because Omaye Juma mana so many. If you could recall, a man, Charlotte was our office, how was the posture of the MPP against Charlotte? It was very bad, very, very wrong. Today, we have Yemami Jen Mensa. What is the position of the NDC against Jen Mensa? What we are saying as coalition of national youth organizers, they say the MPP and the NDC, Electoral Commission. It is an independent body. Allow them to do their work. Let them feel free. papa bi o mo am person o de boa Ghana. We are talking about the democracy of Ghana and na ba abam ye nyina ye hu bi e ti befa.
Who say NDC and MPP one mo de wo sa ewura
a lot of times na amra na
one mo wo abemu
na thank amu abemu amra na NDC wa abemu. NDC became an automatic spokesperson for the Electoral Commission.
But does it mean say one more influence the Electoral Commission activities?
Yes, they do. They do.
Does it mean say one more influence?
They influence.
Do you have evidence to back?
We are part of IPAC, so we know. Oh yes, we know.
And there anymore.
Mumunim dia ba be catch them.
One more to me do amusakeka.
Ye influence. So obi influence here uncle on jina na chigidigidi so oban ho ban.
All right.
Let's allow them to work independently.
Okay. Mark. And then you read that say every time you better to answer from.
Mesme da say.
What per executives in the account.
Me pacho mate. Onyankopon so ntun kwanem and there wa woda na onhira ne odon nsa beka o ma ne nhira mfa ma.
That's Yankopon shira. Mark Ewuzi Akon oye PNC National Youth Organizer na oye President Coalition of National Youth Organizers ono ena yene no idi enkomo na dwumre ewo neat 100.9 Mark Ewuzi Akon. Now, Sadia medical advertiser say, and then you remember me a minu apenye. Oh, yam rashe begweni ewo eye enya tutum abaton pesuaso. Na oyobia oguso obo no modern ewo enya tutum constituency. Enne ye de natenase ye ba bedi nkomo. Parliament akọ vacation the crowd committees also no dwumadi e kosen ye wo because you say parliamentary vacation na committee work and so crowd no ye another thing altogether nti eno so ye bedi ho enkomo na ye raye national politics said ya ohun enwama eko nti abusunya nya so tuomfo okọ Facebook live eye mo amomra hye bedwani ye friend no ye honorable Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi patena say Yamana kwaba. Doc, yamwa kwaba.
Yeah.
Now, Bibi Aboko, dear.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. But that's it. That's a fine. I mean, now, also, maybe I'll be belated happy birthday. August Bonds and Uncle Sanem, so we are no one so in fact, fine. I mean, Shira. How you so? August Bonds, you hucha. Because I was here to say, second lady crana. The hucha kama. Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi to
in fact, former President Obama,
your 4th August, yes.
Your 4th August.
4th August, that's good.
You have a solid point.
Solid point, Good. Now, Bibi Aboko, dear.
In fact, Apomuden wise, I think Bibi Aboko.
Okay.
But, in all honesty, Ebotoma yi kakra.
Bottom na dra. Mo so na kamo. What the ana yenim say kamo. Mo politicians na ya ka ya pesa mo ka bi especially mo abe mo. Kamo.
Ye di kan o de ba men share with you.
Yeah.
Na omo a hwe wo Facebook live. And in fact, back obo humodin. The whole world the show.
It does.
Me share New Yorkers I show that time because
Bronx.
Bronx.
Okay, Bronx. Good.
I think so. Ukweche.
But that's it.
Me crisis so for so
etie pa.
Yeah, home price. And abumusu actually.
Okay.
Into ukweche. But local politics wise there, anyanso tum for so. I imagine said no.
Papa. Question me say the papa could be was Sunday questions no. And
then that's me better questions.
Now me say, hey, now where there?
And then that's what I would do. I would there. I would that the almost find Chamikaka.
And then the birthday, Dr. Dixon,
Odi say, consider my age and give me favor. Wait there, consider my birthday and give me favor. Now, make a cross or no, I think, say, attach ya so August.
Yes.
Oluwa Honorable Kwame Abuaje ono se August enti enema wo mu enema wo mu enema wo mu pa na labor minister so cra so
ono se
August wow so no so radio station bi wo sa impetemu ho Into August has a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
And Chibia crowd and I do birthday in August.
Yeah, you be changing na August.
August.
Obi aba be president, your best son birthday na be August.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
good. But main that obia so.
Oh, yeah.
I think say Tuesday and 23rd.
Yeah.
In Kofopia
with you.
No credit me phone so messages cry. I mean to me responding in menya bahadia mestro ana aban almost be is in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Into me responding yam patrol for chemina. In fact, from Anopa almost 2 a.m. ABC Enyumre. Na just inyema messages are call, move phone calls, then they can come baby. Inti mestre say mon fan chemina.
All right.
Menda obiase from me constituency executives.
Yeah.
Ekusi the enaya wona to MPP amanyo kodim.
Yeah.
Mefasa kwenye sunmanda obiase.
All right. One more so far.
Yeah, me mama so chief of staff Fable Paris so medanas you know all the things that also your constituency.
Okay, that's good. Yo, one more that same. Now, you so far. I'm wanting to say I want person so when so too.
Locally, fortunately for me, you know, in Kabomoho, me were a very hardworking and wonderful municipal chief executive. Besides, a fantastic constituency chairman. I'm so far you jelly very well. It will be a born homoding, Sena constituency no ebekonenim. And they are Ayebusian Kessie, a be person befa benkum, a biso ebe person befa nifa. But at the end of the day, no, I think say constituency in a kind call, ye intina yebre. And I have to say, me that Miradias say, especially me and saying I think say our focus
okay,
moving the constituency forward. Into additional and as a municipal chief executive organize a very wonderful cleanup exercise.
Okay,
on your way towards Joma.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm mini AGP.
Okay.
Also yes, and I'm so boa akra bia yare kakra. So enti obia ye ne de kakra chairman no so taking calls 88 and for how they dey kakra. Enti I think through it all no enko see end of December there na based on unity and in Kabumuna and you know grassroots is also in sync. Ebema inima akronym and in addition so no a lot of gutters any drainage dredging air koso ye bubu adan bi so na see kwan and it's not easy but for the community we've had to do it and I think that other ones are a pipeline no so because is in the interest of the community. Me MC in Abaso in that regard because me MPD me need to me I budai. But that power or authority
from the assembly
rests in the bosom of the municipal chief executive or also authority no.
Me just authority no. Say assembly never pass a resolution.
Well, once the you know, by
executive
the ultimate,
the
ultimate implementation. Because me, even if the assembly agrees, I cannot out of my own go and do it.
Yeah.
I'm very happy so far.
But yeah, demolition exercise because it say demolition exercise.
And the last one. Oh yes, the last one. Which is commendable because I mean, geographic crowd no I think you know it's Sikwaimu Pefe Ubia to say Sikwaimu. I think on that note I take my hats off.
Politically, how is it like such demolition exercise? You need to your Pefe said then be your baby is in na assembly na take a bold decision. MC being the chairman of the executive committee.
Correct.
Now, one more implementing assembly decision. We are ex-official member of the assembly. We need the voting power, but at least ex-official member. Now, BBC Banesana sign and comedy ATA. What do I sort of from it to say at the mouth?
Among both the heading. In fact, I is obinium because it takes a lot of cement, cable wiring, pipes, and there'll be kind of roofing sheets in the account to have a complete what you call a home. But yeah, largely, in the interest of the community, in terms of your honor flooding issues, now as I say, how can see ya quine and say ya quine high na usi quine mudia, then we be a quine, and that's what we had to do. And I think there are other ones in the pipeline. In the mestre, municipal no amawa let say ufie and our Japadie si quine. I think say take it serious. Now, what you need to do is either so be empty or property, in due time. And yes, on the banana fee you'll be found wanting. And these are some of the things air cost. It is all in the interest of the constituency. Now, the amount then is you'll be papa will be mammy a Japadie. By the end of the day, one man cannot fault the entire community. Into your friend or plus and minus, and for the benefit of the entire or the good of the entire community, and we have to take these painful decisions. Into politically, sometimes it will cost you, but we have sworn to help the country, and that it is what it is. We kind. I'd say COVID by you're stopping Kofubi Airport in the interest of Ghana. Said Omobeye quarantined. Na omon fire no be sane in Kofupi. I do say in Tiasa and but then say Omampeni de nine esi form. Na yama in Tiasa ejuma because yanesa na ebedi yenya.
Okay.
And these are some of the things that a very good government has to do. Sometimes it's not favorable, but it is the right thing. Intina say
okay. All right. Alfred awoshes within the jurisdiction. Now message back on or say way. Message is here. Alfred, what's the message baby? What's the me who the award within your constituent or say flats? Or say flats even though we're more specific area, but you say be a wash, na awoshi say flats. So I know say now more HIV and AIDS work being so and so na babies are now.
Oh, me mom there also health there. I've been generally very concerned.
I say and also a OGD says HIV and AIDS work and so now it was done in schools. Or say anamoye no schools so no idea. Also be MPS or bomadi and was signed by the meeting. Yeah, many flats once I'm not also say areas we will have flats a hard drain. They say that kind of how are you addressing the situation? One with this say a year.
I mean I can cite one place, for instance, Mambo Junction. Now your big issue. In fact, acquire a year, because of flooding in acquire no insure rofa. The Mambo connected to Fan Milker. But you buy through the offices of the Municipal Chief Executive, Urban Roads, and even Road Minister, we've been able to clear some houses there. And then flooding is almost zero. So far, ensure toy after dredging so far, maintain ensure ebua faso equino so. Into these are some of the measures I take. We also I wish you cry to a land connection. With ya widen gutter to the extent even the channel leading to the big gutter and a bridge or honokrano, the concrete and then over Santa Maria behind the filling station, so ye big gutter and through and through I think there's a house we saw a sequence drain ekwan so and saying we've signaled them say one way or the other no those two homes no also come down into yegusuna issues no has been there before Adam, before the constituency crowd was born out of the bigger wager.
Okay.
Into so jina on the shoulders of those who've gone before us. And now me. Into pace na economy the omon chain, but we're moving at a very steady say governmental pace because government processes need there. KVIP crana will see sometimes we hear almost about 10 or 15 signatures for just a KVIP. And only adeba kwa mabesua wa mambo mu. In as much as me know agibia tumuno and sane ebetumi ama edimono say nkofo pi appendage your signature to it na adansidie no emu asheding. Enti that's the one thing amambu ema at times adianka private business sorry ade chance me boom wo and as me electricity and am say no amambu mu sem ninti na ama slow pace kakraba and a buying so ejuma so you have to get it right once and for all so na own cost pest and with that comes engineering checks and balances and at times me know you be hwe kwan bi say fasting say you saying but the kita engineering exchange glasses e be gina ho a na de ye ka no butu say fa kwan mu kra and that is I know you're one of the things I na at times ne ka yeding but as so many engineers ne nan think kakra nga me so me sua fan say surveyor work ne kakra ama de anke bia me dwe kwan de say na ti ese gata wo ha ana gata ne kese all of these things so far me sua ama me hu say no at times o de paper ne pen to ho a any say o de wadwen e bono different
o say enkoko wolf hotel junction what tra Isaac abro sign na o say oba be pono kakra o say hono life fm ho de na eba na kuma se de na twamro ansa na be poso ayo de call bomb no ntina ma for ka so there should be a traffic light ema me gra me tena radio so ka say na say yeti with the traffic light e ba say ho because say ha adwen an engineer be say e ho no wo free chrome eba western Isaac on e be po iti cars akese kura do na traffic light chia o jimi movie
trouble
they said that we can engineering aspect and it's very important and one so iti me way pa okay all right now so far we share a year what kwan won some they say wo lobe na e bia ba year of roads part 1 and 2 enya so tuom etesen ye wo ho
we are very lucky kakra the Inter-America Sano last year, Deputy Minister Jalula Ebesrayen in October, because we a grand deba of opinion leaders, a grand deba of residents, and people are quite munsem semi hiomu. Emma only na bekasai. Efa yakwanya edakwamu eba, and that was a monumental period for Anyanso Tum, because of the urban roads in Penny by or the road safety in Penny by, and I think it was wonderful. Out of that, this year Road Minister and Kasa Swab is trying.
Okay.
And Road Minister by no credit yet nefa agape.
Agape no ne.
Agape no bang bawe.
Okay.
Ufri bawe to be connected to your side
okay.
Through agape.
Yeah.
And agape no so sign bang anya Palestine to be at the Koho.
Okay.
It's one of the major roads say connector from Pentecost Junction, Pentecost Junction, all the way through Ebekwa Kusigbawe. Na Ebasana Umba Banyard Awoshi, no asa Komala. Ubetumi itwa ufri Pokwase main road now.
Main road now ba.
Ube connected ewo ho akosi wager.
Okay.
Which enu kwampo reduce Awoshi traffic you know. Wohum. It's a major congestion road as road. Ebe boy nti road minister buy empeso no and we are one of the ones that made the channel. There were about 4 critical roads at the man. Into free honey before farm milk. And man also here from farm milk further down into almost Moses a constituency. Your main road be our honum. Ufri hoswa. And you be here mambo diana and they are correct. And then acquire a municipal, the seat of government. And Teku Road. I call the seat of government. And then part of Elang Onyinase. Nina yema road minister Lomnavaso no pena yenya time ankofa Lomnava. But these are the critical roads say on Shemayan because we have huge challenges. And then you a border town Kwashibune Ablekuma North for your border town road beer a crucial mine, but unfortunately Dano you because a holiday a fan ewo Shilabatel so and a fast home. And sometimes in our border town issues it makes it difficult because who say be label no as Anyaso Tum on our gas central project and as some be label no as Blackman North project. Inti I don't know it needs some special considerations and attention. But for now these are the critical roads Yediato road minister in him, and I think Honorable Abbas, who's the chief director there, so Onosune road minister, yes, urban roads and highways, and in fact that turn in there, Maza Ubia Udimu roads, road minister nearby. I mean, in fact, there were about me Hanime car. Besides buses, some used to there were about almost 10 V8s and a Kahua and penny 4 a Kuku Dam, and out of that, some existing road contracts are being cancelled. In Tiano, because a buying and a buying share, they are more big contract, and no active, yes. I mean that was the thing. I'm asking that say funding wise, for those big contracts. And fortunately, through the visitation of the road minister, these long-standing road contracts have been changed, and that process also takes some time.
Yeah, because the road councillor, ayana, because many road minister been and many nyateta na no because road bi o councillor repackaging it. Prefer saying contractor.
The same contractor.
Yeah, same contractor.
Yes, but these ones, are very critical, especially the road going to the municipal.
And say, I know not those roads and not one more the AMA contractors and on say.
And for so many years. And it's unfortunate because Agapedian is saying, about a year ago, na I said me de katokaso, na mi traso, fill resurfacing and doing and in fact, it be many for a coin a year and better. Okay. Opa Sigata just 100 meters and you realize la ila and yet better crack and Tiama I have more respect for road contractors and I think ahumbra simuno yeni omo kasa so ayana ya before maybe saying the enkofo twabo me are fine I will trotro money taxi which I'm aware but to be anything as the nature of the game. And one of the roads, the bush for Antioch, but I understand them. They are frustrated in as much as I'm also frustrated. Na NIC cried a name of Faho, Mene in soon for Fubico Din Komo on the other side, and almost so but they are also crying. They are crying. They are crying for
maybe a footbridge, it's 1 year nice.
Yes. To left. Oh, Kodia or left.
Left.
Yes.
What's about paper? And look at the number, but now number
these are some of the huge challenges, and I think your name municipal chief executive Shino. Thanks to God, some resurfacing is happening at Palace Town, which is close to NIC Kakra, and in fact, your Atlas community biso was show her. But I want to go there with a good message. It's yes or to me, but deny because me homework be Kakra and sana me koha between aka so in for mo how ne de me aware na emom no na me ye 1 or 2 na me ba me nya nsempa ayeden akachro nti these are some of the local challenges I may war and personally, I've committed to roads more than anything.
Okay. Because how did you do it? So to me, managing having the road minister, the chief director, and Penyufu Kuku da Momo Road Ministry, who to me do one more buy your motor. You took your time, do one more tour.
Yeah.
Your critical roads within your constituency. Let us say your lobbying skills, so now we'll lobby no man out to be lobby or mobile. Say one more and aftermath. At the end of month was doing anymore.
My chair road minister said me ne ba prekope, and now me wafa so prekope. And in fact, no credit. He's an MP4. My papa Mpesuaso.
Yeah.
Abomusu. Yes, and he if you I know you're one way media tune him say or meja. It's in the back me sugu so sa and also boy and I think so also he's very determined to work. It's the chopper and 1 or 2 things and akumwama obesra and in fact be building in IBCC ebia so no it becomes a call for action for road ministry to take action because almost me man animungwas and see a basana na ne banon krampo I say yen twen Messiah or Israel and I'm Israel na Messiah naba and I know so say wabano in due time we'll see something. May I add say and Okosotuma there's a place last stop it was a huge headache na a hosia fa honum Puma filling station bi wo honum and that road in fact I take my hats off me fa masumu jum because na really bad.
Okay.
Na first the municipal no ho and omo ye pa for so long say seat of government wo na yen to be anyesa quite but thanks to God it has yielded fruit in a way and it's going to connect through to
and you're tired and I say be a woman.
Oh, it's almost tired. Now, before and after, and yes, I mean, Percy, you're tired though. Yengusukrano, Masa, is a huge departure from what it was. And my access to that side, I am very easy. And then Heaven's Gate Church, side, near P, assessor, me on down 4P, crowd, Hoba, come boni diam, one here, me coffee, but I think, sir, my constituency secretary, Ejenim Boateng, lives in that area, and he at least yem by a crown, Yamamboy by, also being a constituency secretary, at least, or between the Huahuan, who say, and then if you feed him crying, man, I'm very happy.
It's not just your roads in Libya, contractors, also, and
yes, and that's one of the roads I've mentioned, and even the Anteku Road, no Krano, at the junction, the drain has been done, and you were another drain, and say a major one on the Dela Road.
Okay,
into a year and noir, then we'll be able to easily tie it because all your drains are on to mean tie, and also another monumental one. I'm hoping, say, many amanonefo so kasa because maybe let me just be honest. No hospital be or Sa Road no so.
Okay.
And ensure I say many MP da. And I'm trying to pull some resources. Yeah, exactly. Between I heard na either say be jamu kakra at some point in time. And a whole different project. Me guso me pia. Almost accelerator then down and I'm kind of saying that is pushing a year now and also a fadia and take flooding will be a thing of the past.
Okay, good. How you need 100.9 and now so to Rashabeni and your friend your honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi and aiding common if I now so to him so far said ya and America roads in the so and now Wabo Bosso. And I want to move so who's 70 say.
Parts of the constituency will sure portions we saw her and in soon for some crab making almost at times 1 week now babako. at times utiya ubenyano twice in a week. Now uni tanka odi nsuo begumu dia na
That's our problem.
And as owo edwuma mu na yebia na yense just upe ebia ways and means I'll be do fi no akọ fele oniema kakra. And there's a problem. Uko Olebu Swa, parts of Olebu, water crisis. And see, these are some of the things that mean Yeguswa Yepim. So Ghana Water I lay pipes, no be, but connecting to the various townships, no, and also another huge challenge. But fortunately, I mean, not to mention the chairman for Ghana Water, Madam Fuaja, Membonidin or Hadia, but he the constituency
but what is the challenge? Yes, sir. It's saying challenge.
World Bank supported us to an extent. Into some of the homes have it, but some of the homes, pipe lane, and for some strange reason, Ghana Water pumps, almost a way almost schedule na to maintain pressure in some, almost two baby, no maybe a baby more. And so far, some of the places no more pumpia and no nyeding for those areas.
Okay.
And that has been a challenge. And so we are rationing kakrama those areas. Na ija almost so enya kakra anom. It is a huge project. The money is involved. No, almost simple abano cry and bank to an extent.
What really would be the way forward?
The way forward. Me Pia chairman for Ghana Water. And also the chief directors involved. That Abribiano, Omar here, how best. And what will happen is if another tranche of funding support from World Bank, Ebadia, will be given the consideration. Now, Omar extended, it will be more of like a rural water project.
Okay.
For within Greater Accra region. And these are some of the challenges that are very close to heart. Because water is life.
Yeah.
Water is life. Into these are some of the challenges that egu yeswa pim so.
Okay.
In crime for Becca, feel. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Na omenyo baby anko mo ho.
Remember kwase.
Happy birthday.
Munya baba kubika ho. Are you one? Are you two?
How old are you now?
Okay. My age. Okay, dog. Better dog. We are.
Hooray!
Anyway, thank you very much.
My idea.
Yeah, Ali Suraj, me the doctor here, Ali Suraj, better so on the way leady. The delegation where you to say so that's why media delegation. Mama wish me happy birthday. All right, it's a dog. Now, BBC said so far, what shall challenge be what said your wow cano experience. Say abanye juma said ye tie open puntu obi aba on pesu aso eno amani bi ho a slow down said ya nanka wo pe wo no ama said ya ke be show dey bi ano amani slow down how are you managing such challenge ama wo man for betima te wase because wo hwe minyi ni say wo be ka say eja so tuom o ko 110 pe no kwa de nka me kura me no o ko de na say o kwa people say o how are you managing such challenges with your people?
The key thing is I think one and sanami rabbi muno I had some perceptions and I mean jidi say niam be ko wa me tintin me kese ebe hu na niam move that way but the mabe hu so no say aban pen no and say be free one office akwa another office though it goes through a lot of consideration and so those considerations no although obedrin say needless no ebuama at the end of the day no end product and now final results no are very good because obeka omo wo so no making sure say engineering work no yeah proper omo wo so no making sure say financial aspect no dey proper nti ni na so is in the interest of managing limited resources abai no ewo nti so far no I think one I hear a lesson for me,
okay,
and two, out of that no so no are refining how I may approach problems no, and three no we've had to prioritize
okay
your way forward, and of all the many things my priority road ejuma road ejuma
our constituency,
and then and these are my top priorities. Oh yes,
okay.
Into Osha, last year my major focus was making Anyasotum known to road ministry, and I did that.
Okay,
and I'm still continuing to do that.
All right.
And at this year, no, the theme was on career development. Into this year, so no, the career development in Kofo. So, hold the 2-day fair. The first day, you know, was focused on how I'll bet your resume.
Okay.
How I'll bet your entire core interview. Kasa I'll bet on your way to the interview or during the interview. And then Nyema Efa Ijuma Pehon. And then the second day, you know, was there are about 32 companies that buy for in Kofua Epe in Juma. And we also added local artisans. One of the wonderful products you'll be on Oyeshu, I'll buy for Ubia or pair vocational type work, and also Bisuya. And then we had also as part of that, you know, a year or more Bisuya window making, and those other artisanship type jobs. Into these, one of the things that has been very important for me. Into this year, no, my focus has been on jobs, in addition to road issue. Now, it's not easy. It's better.
Okay.
And right now, no, so no, looking at your population increment, say 31 plus million, and Mabuno so are huge in terms of Ghana. Ghana, we have a lot of youth.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for us, COVID abe to chachabia edienya. And in addition to that, people don't like to hear this, but and then no, inflation, interest rates are high. I'm adding on to your job numbers. No, it's difficult. Into ama job search hiding. Oba military ni police ni kwade ni that's why I asked them. In fact, I've lost some friends because me I'm born in that regard, but it hasn't been easy. I also submitted about 50 names. At least, these are the challenges at hand. But so maybe I did to be for because Yabenya will be a fanage room. And in addition, I think just let me push Ghana Enterprise Agency Project CB. I'm training mamu skills or more companies. And I think I know you're one of the way forward in Kofu PS here. Government is not the only channel to success. There are many more avenues, especially in the private enterprise. A year solid. And that is what I'm hoping for. And say your preparation towards getting a job has to be
intact.
To be
tight.
Available
straight away.
Yeah.
But beneficial to me. A benefit a mebuno.
Well, as we sit, go for controller and accountant general, we are internships because of the program.
Okay.
As we sit, food and drug board, Swafankophobia out of this.
Okay.
As we sit, Nestle, Swafankophobia out of this. And then there's one gentleman, and rhymes a VR so fair no for interview. I think I mean, and for me, no, as we sit here now, no, human resource specialists, a lot of these organizations now even know that baby will hire a friend and Teku.
Okay.
Baby will hire a friend or Anyaso too.
Yeah.
Baby will hire a friend in Santa Maria. Until they can even identify with you. So, Mokra MP know the saying. And sometimes these are the things that matter.
Okay.
And yet we degree now akobono. But relationship umpeni phobia and your more. At least now we are known. And unfortunately for us, no, you need a lot of industrial companies what your constituency. Yeah, more residential. Unlike Ebia Jolu. And I say, North Legon. That a lot of corporate entities and industrial area okay. Into no so idienya. But in 1 or 3 or 4 local manufacturers were in Petemuha. Then I know there domod near and kaya wo domod were mehwa and ka any problem. Into these are some of the things I used to
let's ask one district, one factory one share then at
the moment there officially we don't have one.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
but agenda 111 is on the way in Yema Echo 3. Into the crowd na me check for say anya crowd no if not anything at all. Taxi drivers are doing for call hospital so omejuma beba and now omo ebe to kokko hospital no change so omejuma beba and tailors have palm bed sheets and our curtains.
Project any cost.
Oh, I mean grounds have been broken.
Okay.
Is
contractor
ongoing.
Side.
Oh yes.
And
I think sir fortunately with that I may hope say by completion na I a hub for at least some jobs in the constituency.
All right. Eti obi baby say ma ben yi ba ye wo be ye mrahye bedwane say ye ka say nya so tuom amoso at least mo nya mo fair share obetumi de say obo ka say yes o constituency no ma benefit from MPP ye wa ben ye ti so.
We can do more. We can do more. The reason I make us say Oshe Kwabre East votes. Now here Nyanso Tum votes. Now here Domi Kwabinya. And especially right now there, me Musumiti Kranka. I think that for Greater Accra region, because of a few issues what Domi Kwabinya Nyanso Tum stands to be the number 1 in terms of a golden child for MPP.
Oh.
And I think for that reason, it's important the powers that be should give us the ultimate attention.
Okay.
Because Uyi Domeko Benya, we're next in line. And more importantly, considering the challenges in Domeko Benya, the next in line or the next now in line to empower MPP in the Greater Accra region. There's no other constituency, and let me repeat that, there's no other constituency than Anyanso Tum.
Okay.
And as such, we should be afforded and given.
Let's just say in terms of your votes on casted them at MPP, right?
Well, governance, they say governance is about numbers.
Yeah.
And your strength, in economics, if it be 80-20 rule, sometimes 20% matters more than the 80. And the 20%, we're talking about loyal, consistently doing the right thing for you. And Anyanso Tum has been loyal and dear to the MPP. And in as much as I am loyal, I am consistent, I think the Opoto, Odikakra and Saife, and I really think from that ideology, it is important moving forward. We look at NIC, Palastau, we look at Santa Maria, we look at Awushi, because these are the bank of the MPP. And like Unsema explaining one key thing, currently in the next election, Anyanso Tum will matter so much because of our challenges with our sister constituency. Because you're in a way, and I really think for Greater Accra region, you're even challenges because you're NDC tet to tet almost here because almost Ashaiman and also very powerful in terms of Ashaiman numbers for the NDC. But when the MPP wants to talk, it is Domi, it is Anyanso Tum. And I really think on that special note, it's important that party should really carefully. It's been Justin Kudia Sensia. I think it's one of the cases I'll make to him. I used to make it to John Bodu, and I think that Michelle Justin Kudiane chairman and Tima Omaba, I'll help them appreciate the fact that Anyanso Tum Yawazoye into the party needs to turn their focus. I wouldn't say so, but we can do more. We can do more.
Okay.
And fortunately for us, over the past several years, and I need to say this, we are blessed with also the ministry, one ministry, which is the Foreign Affairs Ministry. And I cannot discount it. I cannot ignore it. It's also been a blessing to the constituency because, a lot of people have benefited from the ministry. And in the sense that we have a very good relationship with the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and also a bridge, me fan say economic woes no so ekakra scholarships for foreign education and others a lot of benefits through our relationship. Minya so anke say yenya passport office back or and also be more of a commensuration or something to appease us because of the good work of our former MP.
Currently, you are the Foreign Affairs Minister.
Exactly. And in the future, maybe one day, per her good works, who knows? We might have a local because what I like is all call USR post office be out to me or passport. And in adopting that concept, having a local branch of passport office within Anyasotum and far-fetched. If for that reason, almost consider another office in Greater Accra. I'm pushing my neck out and saying, Anyasotum should be considered for a passport office in the future. San kami wa DVLA boss so dia me pese me nya DVLA wo me ho, but the low fruit hanging is passport office. Yeah.
All right. Good. Higher need 100.9. Yene Honorable Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi. In fact, now me wa baba bi won koko your friend Kofi Dixon. Na akwada bi ego ni tia. I said, "Brad, Dixon, it's na me yepe maka Dixon na me hu na me friend Dixon instead of Dixon."
Me na
Dixon na
Men are not friend Dickinson. Dickinson. Men are not my friend Auntie Deborah or no the Deborah, but their friend Deborah because who can't Deborah now?
Auntie Deborah,
just own friend. Auntie, then so kind of Deborah and Miss no friend Dickinson. Auntie, that obey the thing.
All right. Okay, good. When you say 10 out of 3 and I say, why I was about Jerry. Kudos to my MP. He is the gentle giant, and I believe, sir, you can deliver also a bit to me. I believe, so you can deliver to the people of Enya Sotium. The task, though, is difficult. The MP Nakata wa admit to say Enya easy. We say, Jerry, God bless you and bless the MP as you all celebrated your birthday. Yes, MP, we did kind of celebrating it, and I mentioned media no. Again, they ti Ajua Akoma Nadia Mame or the Free Madina and or the Baye. Okay. We so say, honorable, good evening. What you we so message if you are washi. Also, I love your plug. I say, okay, yeah, I love your program. Kafra, may the honor Babefra. I love your program, and please tell the MP that the flood issue you must tackle it very well. I'm saying, I don't know what they can. I'm saying some of the areas are for now. Say flood-prone areas in the year. We did say, Wugusua. Moshe as the assembly no and now more cast some get the salt and no money at the end. And them so I can't want to waha. When say Jerry, good evening. Dr. Baumia government is not Nanado and Dr. Baumia government are responsible for the woes that we are experiencing now. Okay, thank you. And also message out with the Amba. Yeni Honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi. Oye mrashe bedwani enya so tuom abato ompeso aso na yene no AD enkomo enem eti so far honorable we by internally what the can our party for MCE FSN no man dem yes was a we encounter because as you earlier said but ebia wo ye honorable chairman sabosu tai kasa asemu say mrashe bedwani aba na ebia the first time afi no toto no ama said ya wo kan unsemi we see road send you juma what do you see when so anya hwe kran fa ne say be 2 years ni abeye mrache bedwani
I thought 1.5 years
yeah 2 years the Gregory 1.5 years yeah you are right 1.5 years abeye mrache bedwani na why you fair your career fair and achieving say adwuma sɛm no betima kɔ yie and we with the road minister we could road a whole road ministry nankasa at the back constituency but here can so be no be so we actually on any day on kon manom ne ade na mom or pewetu are you experiencing some man to say what do we show we to say
a very big competition and I think the competition that drive my age man into a 100 year is unfortunate but is the nature of the game.
BB Kosusa.
Oh, Kakrao. Na unza meme I came in the game when na this one I have never said it anywhere. But I came in the game when the word was that Yemame decided on Kubium. And the mame ba game him. And to say Biame Tata no. I have to be very frank about it. But along the line, no, or Susana drink, but medical doctors today, into me, and see that was why I persisted and pursued this path. But then, yes, it be an first or second time, and I me didn't giddy send me me to know. And it's unfortunate. I think that considering to buy it, you know, looking back, maybe say I always refer people to Lejokuku, where Okoboy was.
Yeah.
Despite all his good work, Nkophobia antenna say, Emma Omo Pamono. And then no, I think they are regretting. Because the way a mambo you know, so one stay course, now your constituency, or your home one time pet, you lose out. People will not take you serious. Okay. And I really think that from a constituency standpoint, so drink a mambo who pan ye there. The likes of eating mensa yedimno is not because of anything, but Ningo Pram stayed with him on them, and they benefited a lot by staying with one person for a long time. Because out of that, no, then he became sports minister, and then other things flow. May come through Itimen's you know, Abaye sports something plenty. Pina so fan so crowded to quine. And to the likes of even Yaya Mame, Honorable Ayokuboche, she is what she is because we stayed with her for a long time. And I really think so far no in my
how many times?
4,
16 years.
In my smallest understanding of governance now, no, my baby who say if you stay the course with one person for a little longer time, a boy, and that should be the culture. That is just maybe assessment because the old doing systemic things there. There are some things that no matter who you put there, it won't change. And there are some things that some people can make changes about. Maybe say, you know, I've been telling people, say, one, don't measure me by Ubia we did 20 years in the game. I feel them about. If Ube measure me, compare me with my co-equals. And my co-equals are those that almost were this first time. And even the boss himself, Nana Dakwe Kufuado, with his vice president, are having challenging times. Oshe Amambo said with economic challenges I womwa. Na enye me small boy, Adumanku Kisina, maybe outshine, you know, the challenges of our time more than the president. I would hope that people bear with me and come to terms with the fact that am I performing per the challenges of our time or am I not? And no measurement, but it shouldn't be said chinchinachi once obisi hono chinchinachi whether because it seems that then that means you've not even given credence to the fact that you are assessing say nipano or age now 1.5 years. There's no company who be in 1.5 years you can say for a fact say company no it won't perform. I think it's a short time to make that decision. And if Empo so be was intention maybe I think is ill advised and the person should maybe give me a breather. Ubonyibeka mami breathing space. Na mean to me ejmano. After 4 years you can come out and say Mansa 4 years no 1 year is saying 1 year say. But a year and a half and then what you should say yeah maybe blah 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 is unfair. I just think it's unfair and it's not the smartest thing. And media
it distracts too and
I wouldn't say it is somewhat of a distraction, yes, because focus all year for one thing, no? Then occasionally you hear this and you have to go and put the fire out. So I really think that in the interest of governance, in the interest of the constituency, I really think that
Okay.
And I really think that what has made us what we are, no, is that we stayed one course. And there are many more examples I can give. I think staying the course for a little longer, in terms of even continuity of projects and in terms of our constituency being taken serious. All one-term type constituencies, you can go and check. Say, Oma Kominim and Oma Bomechi. Because say Abribia or Sisa captain in there, then the game won't go well at all. I really think that 1.5 years is a short time to really lace your boot and come
Honorable
up with
Dr. Domako.
yes, omo mame America na even our training isn't over. Let me just say that legislative work, no, it seems that the more you go in, the more you learn.
Yeah.
And Emma also appreciated, and you contribute more. And in all fairness, you can't swap something very good for something bad. And I think that there are some standards we need to go by, and politics can't always be only about who gives a lot of money. Is the competence of the person matters, and I always say it's a Ghana MPP, but we didn't have as much money as the president, at the time, which is the Mahama administration. But Ghanaians looked at the competence of the MPP and gave us a chance, and I really think that competence matter. And in concluding, me personally assure Ghanaians, times are hard. I accept that. Nemum, if it wasn't the current regime things could have been very bad. But I don't know what kind of sound listen, opinion. Times are tough, but me share decisions I make here in totality, and hear my words very carefully. In totality, is far better, and we could do better, yes, but it's still not as bad as it could have been, considering the challenges of our time.
Okay.
Ubiane the challenges of this year. President Bush ebeshia 9/11 unexpectedly, but he mustered courage with the likes of Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld to manage and steer the affairs of the whole world. What's man say? And then, as we fast forward, Obama came with all hope, only to be hit by the economic downturn of those times. It was a huge disaster economically. So whether fortunate or unfortunate, MPP by, we've been hit with a tsunami, a pandemic of biblical proportions. Bible mukrano, in the past, can US over 1 million people in the year. Can Africa bomu, near ka Europe bomu. Now it's nipa ewu from COVID, it being sida. And this is something I yabeto. And then in addition to that, unfortunately, business was crashed by COVID. Companies were crashed by COVID. Jobs were lost by COVID. And airline industry suffered. Hotel industry suffered. Restaurants suffered. Churches suffered. And even schools suffered. We no munama inyama I emphasize tight. But I think under the current leadership, we're steering affairs, as best as we can. Na yebeto aso abompaye na erade.
It's almost my buying responsive, so my responsive, right?
Well,
in addressing the challenges.
I think that Nancy Mesha Nanado Danko Kufado, His Excellency TORS, solar panels, also in the upper west region, and Diom Koye or Myong constituency did in fact, I'm impressed. Okay. And I'm happy say follow presidential tour new in Nebia Odiegu a form already. Again, the okay con and you good form already. And I'm of the opinion, say, as much as possible, be President Ayejman and a footprint one. We have to run the stories. Recently, I think Minister of Education was interviewed along the lines of a project. Honorable Matthew Opoku-Prempeh started here with Abomusu. It's fantastic. This STEM school. Media enun kwane emfa say bia na do amambo no na mehu a say ekume. Obia wo ade a ohu obeni bi hu a ekuno. And for me, that alone is enough. We share facility now, and I've said it here before.
Yeah.
Now the videos are out, and I'm sure, say Mark, I have video. Fantastic. And I've said countless, said that alone shows you the class, the quality, the standard that MPP. Sika would be see 5 bedrooms under MPP. Would be the basic 1 bedroom, and that is MPP for you. Value for money. And then also the Ayana ABI tight because we are very conscious about $1 for your pocket to make sure say every dollar matters or every cedi, every peso matters. And that is one thing. I know I will commend people say the MPP government that one cedi share and just recently now many road minister discussed say Pokwase interchange Maza, that story has to be repeated every month. For everybody to see, say, the money was put to use, and we have in real record time. A choir, and then me know, Pokwase is a different world. Okase nanka traffic, kasiye power hanko bijindi, and then it's a whole different thing. Me free, awishi ebe ko, kwabinya, me demu, omo ewa asina me inform ho.
Menam
sroha, ma drew ACP, that me ko. What am I say? And this is the beauty of that interchange. Na me ko me kuma aseso a me nyoma a etwemu akọ kwabenya eni fracas bia me na me ko no. And may his soul rest in peace. Amen, amen, call bye bye. And I really think that interchange story, I mean, it beats Kwame Nkrumah's interchange. What am I say? Which we all know. That we're tier 4. Gangantuan. And it's marvelous. I really think we've done a lot. Granted, it might not be in your neighborhood. And only ask them, but we've done a lot. And this dual courage to Apidja, wonderful. As say Mateze Pokwase to in Sawum crowd, 3 lanes. Marvelous. If we can see this in this short time, na eneko amasamana demumawa. I mean, a lot of us will forget our pains. A lot of us. And I think Sebema Accra Kumasi Kwano emu ayede.
Okay.
Now traffic are experiencing Fridays, Eswati. And these are the things that Ghana for Atuaba Maying. Hospitals ye see nurse for so a bine airboa send out Ijmomu Yano mini beji. A doctor for so further education and so munyano. A buying airboy, they can now take on specialist training. And I really think that in general, you better try pioneer as a government. We are on a very good trajectory.
But economically, I'm afraid because I'm failing.
Economically, we've had challenges. I know dear.
Because city depreciation, business people.
Yeah. We've not done our very best. But I think, sir, through it all, there are better days ahead. And I can assure the likes of my own cousins, say, listen, there's no president or government no wish to say citizenry. None. The exigencies of the time, external factors are not yet ama UK interest rates was true. Ama Japan for a struggle. Ama US for a struggle. This is what we are talking about. And these are countries we do not compare with because omuye kikim, omuye brutal. Even them, they're on their knees. In the interest of the Ghanaian people and in the interest of future. Or say that I really think that the AC no it been cedar. And we are managing it to the best of our knowledge. And I know, sir, people have their, one or two things. Personally, I think we can be smart about our expenditures. I know the Necrano, Madam for Sami who has said this, that we need to be smart about our expenditures. The Mbuano, Yenyim Fimu, na Emma Yenye careful, because Yenana say ye ahiye, so na yen wasty Ghana Sikano, na nkofo ho betom. Now, okay. Kakra and they are two table no so IABB. And these are the challenges. They are real. Okay. But we hope for a brighter day.
Okay, Honorable Dixon Adomaku Kisi and Yasu to Mrashibujani na Yeneno ED and command questions in the door so by you to me soon be sending you now. That Jenny said you. But in any case, it's a more first time is yeah, much here don't come out say be I regret to say we'll call Mrashibuju fear ho. Osha, we said that I will pen no ma. I'll go remember who said the governance system in it, do baby now say, wait there, answer my regret. Bibi Santo.
I'm of the opinion that you have to be part of the system to solve the problems. As a company, no async, yeah, you need to be part and keep it afloat. And I have no regrets. I'm one of the persons, I'm so quabuchi now, the one city crab, if yeah, the experience I also got is very valuable. I've gone into Parliament, Mission MP, and for what I'm learning, I will never regret because it's a powerful experience in terms of governance, and wherever I may find myself, I know experience I may gather will add value to Ejimebia Mayor.
Okay.
And I so far so good, and you know today. So far so good.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Hamza, one share baby the free bar. Also, the gentle giant sitting in front of you is one of the best MPs that we have in Ghana. He's a very nice person. Hamza, and the Abankoma Foster. Also, good decision from the government to inject $2 billion into the economy. Very soon, Ghana economy Ebeko yeke bad if you are Bilikuma. Or say my MP, Honorable Dr. Adomaku Kisi, is doing very well in Enya Sotium, and we the constituents must commend him. Amisko Spelele, or say, I should tell you, say, Kaswa for so 80 main control. It's a Kaswa for crowd, so will interest the pa, 80 or no some, no. Well, it is a hard, though, but I'm hoping that upon the measures put in place by the government, there will be a relief. It's just a matter of time and perseverance. We a year while on your different. This current crop of MPP executives, being the MP, and then what expectations were more there?
I think that the chunk of the work is at the polling station, and it's important that we bear remind you, sir. I believe that 2016, as Mark Menu rightly said, polling station executives now at the power. They will guide us, and I know that they can guide us to the promised land. I'm hoping that we can remind them that politics is local, and politics, as former boss, as a Farijan kind, elections are not won anywhere else but at the polling station, and I think that message should ring a bell in their heads all the time, so that yen take any polling station for granted. Every polling station, as we know from the pink sheet, matters, and I would hope that should be the driving force. Our focus should be on that one polling station within the entire several polling stations. Maybe we're saying we were close to 200 polling stations. And if you multiply that by 5, you're looking at a lot of numbers. Each polling station matters. And in that regard, every party member matters. Whether an ordinary floor member or an executive, everybody matters. And that is what we are hoping for. So that we do the most unusual thing. And that unusual thing is continuing after 8 years. And we hope, by December 2024, we can convince Ghanaians, almost share funny affair, the MPP government, though we had challenges, though we have baggages, our pluses are more than our minuses.
Okay.
So now, and I really think that I'm of the opinion that the party should remain attractive first, and then whoever we put, whichever driver or pilot we put on the engine can lead us very far.
Who interest of whom to lead the party?
Oh, I do.
Why?
I do. Now I think in an appropriate time, no, yet better. For now, no, my focus is solely on how I can lead my constituency.
Okay.
Into for now, no.
Right.
And interestingly, I have one vote. The polling station executive also has one vote.
Okay.
And I'm on a panel that is pushing hard that we do not force anybody on anybody.
Okay.
And as such, no, what is important is that we show people the right way, and they can decide on their own. And that is the MPP way. Then the young force will be on anybody. We let people vote freely what they think is right. And I think the best candidate will win eventually. And hopefully all of us should remain ready to support whoever wins.
Okay.
As it stands now, like JFK has won, whether we're for him or not, we have to support him. Like Stephen Ntim has won, whether we're for him or not, we have to support him and make sure that they succeed. And in the same vein, no, Sani and Eba together, they are supporting every one person party no ebe choose. Ebiani akofa obi kan when cry didn't cry doors say matese me madam for former secretary eba Kwabra Japan. We don't know. Ebiani akofa Dr. Kunedu. We can go anywhere. Can cry there no one just was us. No cry there one mommy title already. I'm continuing to push some of his messages across. Yes.
How do you expect the party to manage such situation?
I think in all honesty, to say we're trying to be more disciplined. And as we maintain our disciplined approach, it's going to help us. We'll be very ready to get things done. What am I say? That's what we're hoping for.
Okay.
But my constituency is very cosmopolitan. We have almost every faction in the constituency.
Now so no can one title.
Hey, one title.
Said the
I am a health minister on Namambumu.
Oh, sir.
I'm very proud of that.
Oh, okay.
And I hold that dear to myself.
Oh, meaning that just said, yeah, you are for him.
Oh, well, I'm giving him huge consideration. Was position on the Yamamina big. Yes, I'm giving him huge consideration. We have to send you
Honorable Dr. Kisi.
Bending.
And that's just say we're health minister.
I mean, if Ken should
come and lead MPP and to become the president of the republic.
Exactly. And I think he's a fine man. But like I said, a lot of us will give but I think overall, MPP will talk. There's some culture in the party that is strong, and at the right time, the culture and the numbers will speak. Yeah.
Okay. Better say, yeah, brave, Mamma, to for no show, no come gakra. Woman for they said you're mutie your mom.
Say, I'm doing say they are considering my birthday.
Your birthday gift, did I get? Oh, yeah. No
problem.
Anyway,
no problem.
And yeah, so 242 more MP, Honorable Dixon. Adomako Kisi, I can decide not to pick the calls because my person Mubabe say your birthday mood no. Who did the birthday 3 days ago? Best when your media just over your celebrity. I can decide not to pick the calls. Said I'm gonna say you mood waha. One is obviously you mood no member because of I have the authority to deny you. Say Obekasa. Okay, but we go about this na yedi come on. Oh, sorry, when to mention so pious. Okay, Vice. When to me and my tea we okay, maybe to my joy. Masa, the fans and our man on confirming my will be my fans. Biti o kasa ne yonko.
Say what is say one project yeah nti confirm no nam train no ba. Oba we confirm sama what you na betutu.
What you yeti.
Oh, anyimre ma me kia me MP, Madam Fopa yam panin diagro. Dr. Dumati Kisi, ye ma mboni Agyemang. Me unim say me wo kan center honorable ya Patrick Buama. Me Agyemang ma Buama Kisi so star because Dr. Kisi oyobia wokai you grassroots no. Ya quality me move pray. Sayati and di papa we paswa na ye bua. Enti Kisi babia nyame du tu ono obe kensa. Posisia na Japan di ma no. Ebe bom sa insha Allah.
Okay.
Agyemang papa we ma o my Ghana. Oni nyame Agyemang.
Better I say, mami for next one. Beba choma joy.
Magere.
Yes, ma.
Magere, you're from Agano Wana because of free baby. Yeah, MP Bepim ne Ome Domi Quadinya.
Yeti.
Magere, you better was see Namichi Amandin Gibrina and Pimni NDC for Mr. Michael Tete, baby Obia, yes, Yanni Ju Ashama. Maminchi Honorable, Media me penasemba me Magere. Why would I know, sir? Now, birthday,
Ekwa wa heya.
Well, hey, one can eat and they are saying,
And there's any wa wasema. Okay. You mate. No so ba tweni no am bom so 1000 series because menye.
Oh, and
one no. We ba to with you.
Me can't tell honorable say anya so you catch any say kwano moye kakra minim say omo na ka say MP ye kwai ba obelobi catch any say fio fanko kakra bi edi ko ye kan say sa ase ho no baby a filling station ho no sa be just 2 minutes ultimate 1 hour ho ye besre e short distance bi omo hwe say MP ye kwai de omo fa abo nguzo maye keke me da
say Beba choma me fa we so e majo
Champion Magde.
Yes sir.
Idia the champion for saying Adam sir me free Ashamai. Manya opportunity there mamentia Samajo or deputy communication officer. Mamentia honorable Joshua Midwa Kamba. Ana honorable for some penny for Yamia Sumbianka ni techi janko do me kwa Benyametia. Opani opani or tone change. I am Municipal no. Why MPP news so me NDC Electoral. The Bojuma pa de my doctor. Hey doctor, it do so hard as they say. Mental kind. Dr. Adumaku is your nipa. It may just papa na minimum da. As I said, me see you do my support on pa man ya mitubiti. Me say we be na me support wa. Me ta we chia we de obedin kunim. Ya ko me to odin kunim. E ma bibia ya kama.
Better say.
Et doctor, open my mental on ka say me see ya down no. Say we win here ucha me boy.
Sa obeju yo. Okay. Better say. Okay, Bajo.
Nyame asumedwe enankamu ajibiruwe pap.
Hey, cows here too. Yes, sir.
Yeah, me papa and mommy.
Yo.
The journey baby. Nyame kanu papa. That dear Edeni name officer boy youth. Oh, Ejimora. I said president and she. Who say both DC MPP? Yambo papa ni di. Nanto ordinary trouble. Na se ne fusa ya makakra. Na se udi ne katu baby a ne baba ye makoyi a. Adom no so doso. Oye pena se ankamia me ba mbaka e wo se mu no epise ba ya oka. Ti e besra president mfa no trouble. Na baby an suye. Enye yiyimu ye yina yufu ni ye ni na dia. Edi nchi amaro
Better say pa. Obi bia ofre yi bia. Ye da say ye be kan say Yakopon Israel. Honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi oye mrashe bedwani e wanya so tu mabato mpeso aso no e na ne oye ye special was it
Kukisi.
na de bekande
Me they say me catch it. They all kind
or remindo.
Okay. It's Honorable Dr. Dixon Adomakopisi.
Oko parliament. First day now. Yaba parliament for Albambabe be speaker of parliament. Yahoo ministers, MPs are almost fighting on their title. Oh boy, so I'm professor. Now Albambabe they too put it Professor Bow this. Oh boy, doctor. I say, oh, I suffer to get my doctor, so you need to address me by doctor. And two addressing the panel.
That's how we're addressing it.
So addressing the.
What's up? At least Suraj.
Addressing to say and then a birthday.
Oh no, so many did because 3 days you know did.
Birthday number one FSC.
Oh, that's what him say. Maybe one for that.
Because now comment.
Comment
now I buy. One time reading now concerning your birthday. Crashing. Ma who crashing your comment?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm picking one last words, but proud I'm picking my many Ali Surat. Ali, what is it?
Me who open
na enoma ko ye there.
Yanko pardon bi bia boko.
Should I even ask you this? Okay, Mambisa way. So far, we a grassroots person. Ali Suraji or MPP ni former organizer United States of America.
Me former Aspire.
There be an Aspire. And we are the great memo. We drew a certificate out and so on. Or your
parliamentary candidate
aspirant.
Hey, Miss Mabro.
Papa. Nasara coordinator or defeated Nasara coordinator. Last elections, no year 2018, dear no. Until at least you read also a better power be. Ali, a form to say.
Oh, Yanko Padaruma, a
form. Embrace not me who sack a program when you're
there be the program no about coincidence.
Okay.
And are related to certain issues. The party has been released. The current situation. So you'll be a Udi party, Udi now respective party mra. Even though it has nothing to do with your problem. Out of respect, you need to try your best to also consider the fact that your party is trying to put something that will benefit all of us. Ntima cancel it, but not ma suspend it, not cancel it. Because that's nothing to do with politics. Oh, idea Alisrad ye Okruma ambassador.
Because now and only a
answer the question. One idea Alisrad ye or Ghana ha ambassador.
Ambassador be
we see suspend till further notice. On hold till further notice.
Okay, but idea beba.
Oh, now say idea no. Clearly, Obia name. Who read the contents now? It says thanking the Zongo youth. Thanking the vice president for building the Kumasi Mosque for them. So you see, he has nothing to do.
Completed.
It's almost. Okay, me. Every year, out of politics, they have Quranic recitation, Emma the nation, Ghana. That has nothing to do with politics. So those Quranic recitation comes with a lot of programs. Are related to Zongo communities. But when you say, Miyeji Mama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia statement, so I buy is against him. So indeed, a whole lot of things. So to share the content now, my own party, which I respect so much, I'm releasing in terms of building the party's trust and faithful and bringing us together. No, I must obey by the party, even though has nothing to do with politics, but out of respect. And I must suspend it because this one is.
Now, what is your take for party executives? Party will belong to the New Patriotic Party. Said the Anasa and Romani Kosoa party in the guidelines from more surface. Yeah, Babi Shomokena says Mudisun Mumubi are more interest, especially flag bearership position of our party anymore. Now, I am more per se, be a more BB. For your interest to be known. At the end, I'll be catching my party for such people.
They may catch me party for the say executive now, my banu yanko ponchadie. In animals, party no organizing no, and then they believe on them. When you look at the vote, no, any the Congress now it tells you say that group of people believe on certain executive and on endorse one. Once you are endorse, it means it's all the party now believe. and what the trust them. Sir.
Okay.
The first thing they must avoid is getting involved on the premise now.
But I say Oko Kasai were English channels in the swing as and they brought on anime can.
Messi Omunshe get involved on premise issues because I know politics here. Some of them will feel say we are madam for Abuami until you do the time or this time or party they don't have faith on anybody again.
Okay.
Obi atomo for muntie nti obi andi ne huni. Na out of respect the konkonte kura na contest ya. Jan man contest okona anye yi.
Okay.
Because no obi kasa chiri obi anti. But this is where the party the baby as partner do. Obi tu obi fukura onti. Nti the best thing is say obi anja obia man nye ne opeso wo ye. Because ye nyina ewia ne aka ye ho abom. Ni aba party. But I believe say take it na aba no. Party nyina edi need any buo emo.
Okay.
Because omo fata because omo na yayi omo so omo nye leaders. But the esi no omo mani twem. The aka no and was say ebo ho ban. If say your future e wo man we. Because normal ya ye dia to kwan so any challenges I are facing and a confidence, a hope, a encouragement. Say people like Ali Surad will still at to gangan e catch us say your friend said then chem kra asai kra pro kra na nye akoko na beba bedi agro won anim. Yes.
Ben na bunu kakra sa.
Nti the difference between ye and ya no no eson.
Okay.
Because kwan ya fast no e say obi fa highway ya. Now we use motor king. Now we kotema. Na me fa traffic mo kotema. Who could do ya? Nya sama ye ka sebi na obi sasa de na man could do.
Okay.
How na me no because difference new o share we enye that is the topic but we share. Starting from 2017 to 2020 2017 to 19 o share system ye dia gu kwan mo no it has to say yenya road no smoother anka enye Ghana gina brenie na mom nsohwe na ye nsohwe na ayetu no ewiase nyina mansa nyina atiase se enye ye nkoa ene na metie eyibi unim se Nigeria currently me no kasa yi nyankopo ne ye bompa se manesi omu ba be face big problem bi because Emirates ba stop going to Nigeria. Because what is the challenge? Emirates say Nigeria sika na omodi to ticket no almost this $6 omoboka. And they don't allow them to lift the money from Nigeria to an Emirates in case on free Ghana. If you moon down moase omunyami ase say at least
that's so you are justifying your city depreciation.
So that is what I'm saying. So yeah can and no be kase obi ka Togo.
Because and you tell Nigeria one more they manage your economy because one more Mexican
say Emirates. What say Nigeria? Ombeka se omunko na still Nigeria for say ombeba Ghana abetra ticket and san omako for Emirates. You need to thank your God. Say at least anye kra. As
an alternative airline.
Na nye koto ne nkrati nkwan. Anu de beba so. Nti enhwe de nyankopɔ bɛyɛ.
Okay.
Na per what you asked me about your party no. Paying for no bi na ti onom no. Na bo empe obo no homodi ye pa. Me no respect we ntem. And Jima Wodi no, Obi abedi na dance say party there. We agree to disagree. But Obi ani no opinion. I have no opinion in this style now. You know, you touch monitor ni behavior ni attitude. Ebi na ka say minister bi o me nkono me I won't come to your office because of your attitude. But wasamba make bi ama because you belongs to my party.
Okay.
And I swear that I will pay allegiance to MPP. Until say maja MPP. Until MPP matter bi me matter.
Okay.
But me no betimi akun ofie eye fie ntakwa. E betina radio so I will defend my party because me no ntakwa no has nothing to do with economy now. Oh ya de wo no. Woni so ade kura wo ya de wo yejuma. Nti eni so ade na say ejuma na wo ye no. So let's face the reality. Ejuma na wo ye na mehwe but woni so ade e beka ho asam. Odi mi rofa e wo abonti obi an TV no me bu because my audition. But ban say ya nyankopa dauruma the party no I said,
all right.
Justin Kodia Frimpong, upon whom odi Honorable Harry Nanabuachi, on also born whom odi Kitchen Fua, upon whom odi na third vice chairman so obono humodi chairman Gute obono humodi Rita obono humodi the national chairman of the new patriotic party. This is the first time ayanya chairman is thinking about the next generation within the party. Chairman, what me organizing national executive, I don't know. Obi any deal, but I'm telling you the current situation.
Yeah.
Chairman, it look like Obi better than the others because we wish to get the better chairman than the others. That's why I'm here to man. Until Chairman Stephen Ayensu in team upon whom I'm a party no asumjaba, the face of the party no sha.
Assessor.
Assessor.
Okay.
Nidieba, ebuoba, nyanseba. But I tell you, say. Executive officers now mu yejima no mu ntie e de enim yenu we na edai ehe omo
okay
na Dagomba sa no amu dondo no different who ko to so bi sa Dagomba sa bisa no e de support ni ansa no akosa bi
okay
on hwe ya no odi obi rough
okay how you need 100.9 where the coded pa all right, Honorable Dixon Aduagugizi. But many of final comment. And ya so triumphua 180 when you bring. One more my lot of assurances. Dear na will catch him so bit me nya umu EGD. Say 1.5 years he will buy the award and your person with the constituency in Kokodu.
Yeah, me Domasipi, first of all, say mama me opportunity to lead them. Na in all honesty, me de omo how I am how na bibiano me kokete so na me bob paya anyanso tum is one of the topmost priority and will remain the topmost priority. Sali Siraj ne bro for no abi rami mukaka na de me di chat on say mo tumi amode ahyemensa no Mon Twasun Kaimo on Paibumu. Now I'll continue to work hard to deliver to them. And it's a matter of time. 1.5 years, mom dear, is short. Now Nime P Negua Kwaimu. Ideas ne doso, but implementing them no is a gradual process. Into your best way. Now Madomase all the time. Once again, may birthday on all the well wishes.
Yeah.
Although I may responded to messages, no, may damn one say, a be on Facebook, a be on radio, a be on TV, worldwide. It be dobiase. Mike Jerry, so I just want to inform now my happy birthday. Now, may this new age bring you.
Thank you.
A quadruplet blessings.
Amen.
Quadruplet blessings. And a year from now, no, you hear how I best celebrate.
All right.
I know the all year party now. You're burning.
You be doing that year be any minute now. I just say popping chef free general because oh papa you wait and do the unready year.
Yeah, exactly. It's me child production.
That's
it. Obi bia what yeng and on whatever platform because say no digital man into ura internet ura radio munaj baby that's it. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
That's it.
And I'm fan cheme metaba.
I say to me back and you watch it. I saw to me back some back mo be resume time
October dear na now can committee work me to Sunyane and Tamale.
Wow.
And it's been good. And
committees do those also.
As for now, dear, I've been on 3, but now I'm largely on health and then public accounts.
Public accounts. And also said you manage health and public accounts and so on. What you say busy? Yeah, busy.
But Saturday, I think constituency has a funeral or Onogono secondary school.
Okay.
I'll be there probably around 12 or so.
Oh, all right.
I know one of our members, Ekunu, a year.
Okay.
And Yom to 4 Grace Ashley. Ne beloved late husband.
Oh, okay.
And only one of the outstanding projects that I've been in this weekend.
All right.
Announcement. Now, those who are available should come.
It's a nice to from one piece on the weekend. Hey, sorry, Saturday. Yeah.
Grace Ashley, Yom to 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi, in fact, Dr. Honorable Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi. Yeah, that's an annual of Babeka.
Thank you.
And Yanko Ponko so no more. Why? Now, for more Ejuma as MP, Edema, a year and Yasu to 4. At your phone, Jumediano, and Yadisi. Now, Paris. What my be an honorable answer would be bound to the and answer Ali okay, but I say, I wish you honorable you, Bebacho Jacopo Shrap. I will say, and yet did you mediano, yet they see Jacopo Shro Bibia, say, what kind you want to and then may special guest in a year, Honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi, or the by a year to mediate so. Sarah would tell Alicia Radian can what a year coalition of national organizers, woman son, what woman can, one more, and the boy did you mediate. Yet the bro would need 100.9. Medini the Maggerio say, Agyeman. The Asadabama Naomi Obenewa, Namidi Asadama, ye Abdullah Dasmani, and now a year Pious Bedu Banson on the production in Nazo Papa. Omo de Beboami, did you mediate? Yet the Ebro needs 100.9. I can say, God richly bless you. And then I would not DJ Toxic, able to take you over and say, no, me only DJ Toxic. The funeral planning committee on the Pious. Me papa ye so beba so ending of October with be kaimo year 29th and 30th October funeral planning committee DJ headed by Pious Bedu Banson DJ Toxic. One de won hye beto money we dey am bete Jacob Shira obibia ye be say hia